Okay, let's start Saskatchewan SGI practice test number 1. Let's start the quiz. Question number 1. When making a left turn, you should take particular care to look out for motorcyclist. Option A. Next one. Question number 2. Passing a snow plough, you must slow to almost 60 km per hour. Option B is the correct one. Next question number 3. If you pass a school bus with flashing lights, you will be fined a minimum of $335. Option C. Next one, question number 4. If you are approaching a school bus with its top arm out and its flashing light activated, you must stop no closer than 5 m. Option D. Next one, question number 5. You may drive past a school bus with flashing lights if you are in the opposite side of the divided highway. Option D is the correct option. Next one, question number 6. If you let someone else borrow your driver license for fraudulent purposes, it will be suspended for at least suspended for 3 months. Option C. Next one, question 7. Driver intention and distraction is responsible for what percentage of all collisions in Saskatchewan? It's almost 18%. Option C is the correct option. Next one, question number 8. Turning left from one-way street to a two-way street, the turn should be made from the left edge of the road. Next one, question number 9. Blind spots can be eliminated by using shoulders check. Option D. Next one, question number 10. When you find yourself behind a snowplow, you should be patient, knowing that plows will be pulled over roughly every dash to allow drivers to pass. The correct answer is almost 10 km, 10 kilometer. Option D. Next question 11. When stopping on a rural road or a highway, you must be how far away from any vehicle stopped on the opposite side of the road or a highway? The correct answer is almost 30 meter. Option B. Next one, question number 12. If you are driving at speeds in excess of 60 km per hour, you should start to signal your intentions at least how far before a turn? Before almost 150 meter. Option B. Next one, question number 13. If you have to stop in an intersection and wait to make a left turn, you should have your wheel pointing straight forward. Option B. Next one, question number 14. When you are being passed by another vehicle, you must not need to accelerate. Option D is the correct option. Next one, question number 15. When you are driving at less than 60 km per hour, you should start to signal for a turn at least how far in advance? At least how far? At least 30 meter. Option C. Next one, question number 16. Passing a tow truck rendering assistance to another vehicle with its amber beacon flashing on the highway, you must need to reduce your speed almost 60 km per hour. Option A. Next one, question number 17. A right turn should be made from close to the curb. Option A. Next one, 18 number question. If you are being telegrated by another vehicle, you should increase your following distance. Option A. Next one, question number 19. The driver of the large truck can't see you if you can't see both the truck mirrors. Option D is the correct one. Next one, question number 20. On a two-way highway, when you are approached from behind by the emergency vehicle with flashing lights, The siren must be immediately drive as close as possible to the roadway. Option D correct here. Next question, 21 number question is, unless otherwise posted, the highest speed you can drive in Saskatchewan is almost 80 km per hour. Option A. Next one, question number 22. When you see a funeral processions on the road, you must not drive through it. No, you must not uh, overtake it. It's wrong. Sound your horn. Do any of these things. Okay, all three options are correct. So we choose this fourth number options, which is do any of these things. Next one, question 23. When you are passing another vehicle, you should keep accelerating until you are back in your lane. Option A. Next one, 24 number question. Legally, a motorcycle is entitled to be given a whole lane. Option D. Next one, last question of this quiz. If you change the name or address of your driver license, you must inform SGI of the changes in writing within you must need to inform within 15 days. Option D. And guys, here SGI driving test number 1 is completed, so I'm going to select this state again, and now I am going to select SGI practice test number 2. So let's start this quiz, and our question number 1 is, on an intersection with four-way stops, which vehicle should be given the right of way? The first two stops need to be given the right of way. Option A. Next question. Question number 2. When you are following another vehicle, when its back bumper has passed a stationary object ahead, you should not pass the same object until how long has elapsed? Until 3 seconds. Option B. Next one. Question 3. You want to enter a two-way left turning lane in another to access driveway. You should join the lane. You need to join the lane when directly opposite to the driveway. Option C correct here. Next one, 4 number question. When you see something in the road ahead of you at night, the first thing you need to do is to slow down your vehicle. Option A. Next one, question number 5. In a rural area with an unmarked intersection with a stop sign, you must stop within what distance of it? Within almost 10 meter. Option B. Next one, question 6. When following another vehicle, you should dim your headlights if you are within what distance of it? If you are within almost 100 meter. Option C. Next one, question number 7. If you are following motorcycle, your following distance should be greater than for a car. Option B. Next one, question number 8. Turning left from one-way street to another way street, the turn should be made from left lane of the left line. Option D correct here. Next one, question number 9. If a vehicle is stopped at an intersection to permit pedestrians to cross, you may pass in no circumstances. Option B. Next one, question 10. You must dim your headlights before you come within what distance of an approaching vehicle? The correct answer is 200 meter. Option D. Next one, question 11. When driving at night, you should adjust your speed so that you can see how much traveling distance ahead of you. The correct answer is 12 seconds. Option B. Next one, question number 12. You don't have to dip your headlights for oncoming traffic if you are on a divided highway when the distance between the roadway is more than 20 meter. Option D. Next one, question 13. By law, you must have your headlights in between half an hour after sunset sunset to half an hour before sunrise. Option A. Next one, question number 14. When you are being passed by another vehicle, you must not need to accelerate. Option B. Next one, question number 15. You are joining street from an alleyway. You should stop at the edge of the sidewalk, then at the edge of the road. Option A. Next one, question 16. At an uncontrolled intersection, right of way rests with it need to be the vehicle to the right hand side. Option B. Next question, question number 17. When steering straight ahead, you must look where? You need to look 12 seconds directly ahead. Option A. Next one, question number 18. The best way to judge the distance something else is away from you is to use the time. Option B. Next one, question number 19. If you are aware and scanning properly, you can predict hazards up to a minute ahead. Option C. Next question, question number 20. Which of these rules of the road still apply in parking lots? Right of way, okay, it's correct. Following distance, speed limits, all these rules are apply on the parking lots. So we need to select here option A, which is all of these. Next question, 21 number question is, if you have spot lamps on your vehicle, then must be turned off before you get within what distance of an oncoming vehicle? Before almost 350 meter. Option C. Next one, question number 22. If you are joining a roundabout intending to proceed beyond the second exit, is recommended that you drive through the left lane. Options A correct here. Next one, question number 23. When steering around a curve, you need to look the vanishing point. Option C. Next one, second last question. When driving at 100 km per hour, you should dim your lights when you are minimum of what time from meeting an oncoming driver? The correct answer is option A. Next, and the last question of this quiz, you are preparing to stop an intersection with stop sign. There is no crosswalk or a stop line marked. You must stop if you are in town within what distance of an intersection? The correct answer is almost 3 meter distance of an intersection. And guys, SGI driving test number 2 is also completed. So we go to these SGI states, and here it will show us all the quizzes related to this SGI Saskatchewan state. Now we select this test number 3. So let's start SGI driving test number 3. Our first question is, when accelerating, you should aim for smoothness. Option A correct here. Next one, question number 2. A child in a car must be restrained in an approved safety seats if they weight less than 18 kg. Option B. Next one, a child may not ride without a booster seat until they are what age? Until they are 7 age. Option C. Next one, question number 4. When backing your vehicle, your left hand should grip the steering wheel at 12 o'clock. Option C. Next one, question number 5. Wearing a seat belt decreases your chance of being killed or seriously injured in a collision by decrease almost 50% chance. Option C. Next one, question 6. A sudden hazard appears in the road ahead of you which you have to drive around. You should look where you want to go. Option C. Next one, question number 7. What weight must a child be before it is legally permitted to allow them to ride without a booster seat? The correct answer is 36 kg. Option A. Next one, question number 8. A child must ride in a booster seat until he or she is at least what height? At least 145 centimeter height. Option A correct here. Next one, question number 9. As a driver, you are legally responsible for ensuring that passengers are safely restrained if they are below 16 age. Option B correct here. Next one, question number 10. On slippery surfaces, braking should be early and gentle. Option B. Next one, question number 11. The greatest number of alcohol related collisions are caused by faulty thinking. Option C. Next one, question number 12. You can dispense with seat belts under no circumstances. Option C. Next one, question number 13. When traveling down mountains, you should brake lightly and continuously. Option B. Next one, question number 14. If your wheels on one side drop into soft shoulder, you should gradually slow down. Option B. Next one, question number 15. The first thing to be affected by alcohol in your body is the first thing affected by judgment. Option B. Next one, question number 16. You should only move an injured person at an accident if they are in danger of sustaining further injury. Option C. Next one, question number 17. When a vehicle starts to spin, you should lock all the four wheels of your car. Option C. Next one, question number 18. The lap portion of the seat belt should fit over your pelvis. Option C. Next one, question number 19. Question number 19. If you are stranded with your vehicle in winter, then you should stay inside your vehicle. Option C. Next one, and the last question of this quiz. If you start to skid and need to recover, you should turn your steering wheels to get your wheel straight. Option D. And guys, SGI driving test number 3 is also completed. Okay, let's start SGI practice test number 4. Let's start the quiz. And our question number 1 is, you want to make U-turn in a 100 km/h area. You should check that there is no vehicle in the either direction in the side time of almost 40 seconds. Option A. Next one, question number 2. In a 60 km/h area, in order to make a U-turn, there should be no vehicle within the side time of both direction. The correct answer is almost 20 second side time. Option D. Next one, question number 3. During fog, snow or heavy rain, you should drive with your lights on low beams. Next one, question 4. When passing a motorcycle, you should leave more space than as usual. Option D. Next one, question number 5. A driver has passed you, but he has made a misjudgment and you see he has not got enough time to complete the pass. What should you do? In this situation, you need to drop back and let him in front of you. Option A. Next one, question 6. When parallel parking, you should make sure that space you have chosen is at least how much longer than your vehicle? Almost 2 meters. Option B. Next one, question number 7. When parking on a road with no curb, whether parking uphill or whether parking downhill, your wheel should point towards the verge. Option C. Next one, question 8. Leaving a freeway, you should slow down your declaration lane. Option D. Next one, question 9. As you pull back into your original lane after a pass, the correct answer is keep accelerating. Option D. Next one, Question number 10. You must report a crash to the police if it involves in impaired driver. It's true. And out of province vehicle. It's also true. And the next one is physical injury. It's also true. And fourth question is any of these. Okay, we will select option D, which is any of these things. Next one, question 11. A two-point turn is initiated by backing into a side road. Next one, question 12. As soon as you feel tired, you should stop and rest. Option D. Next one, question number 13. When making a pass, you should be able to see at least how far ahead. At least you need to see 40 seconds ahead. Option A. Next one, question 14. You should not use cruise control if you are in an urban area, road conditions are poor, and you have restricted visions. Any of these apply. We need to select here option B. Question number 15. The most important part of driving a curve or a corner is, the correct answer is to slow down before reaching it. Option A. Next one, question 16. If you do not have your driver license and vehicle registration when they are requested by the police, you must produce them within the maximum of 48 hours. Option B. Next question, question 17. If you estimate that a pass will take 15 seconds, then you should not attempt it unless you have at least 20 seconds. Option A. Next one. Parking facing downhill on a road with a curb, you should leave your front wheel turn towards the curb. Option D. Next one. Question 19. Parking uphill on a road with a curb, you should leave your front wheel turn. You need to turn your wheel away from the curb. Next question, and the last question of this quiz. When parallel parking, you should stop level with the car ahead. About what distance out from it? About 0.5 m. Next one. And here SGI driving test number 4 is completed. So we go to this Saskatchewan state, and here we will select SGI test number 5. Question number 1. When the traffic signal light facing you in red and you intend to go straight through the intersection, what you must need to do? You need to stop and wait until the lights changes to green and the intersection is clear before moving towards. Option D. Next one. Question number 2. Upon approaching a stop sign, what does the law require you to do before entering an intersection? The law requires you to stop, and when it is safe to do so, then proceed. Option D. Next one. Question number 3. Most skids are the result of driver error. Skids may occur when you driving too fast, accelerating too fast, and brake too hard. Option B, C, and D. These 3 options are correct. A flashing yellow beacon above an intersection warns you to drive with caution. Option D. Next one. Question 5. A driver of a motor vehicle is not permitted to carry in a house or boat trailer. The correct answer is persons. Option A. Next one. If your vehicle becomes disabled on a highway, then you need to pull over and enable your emergency flashers and wait for help. Option B. Next one. Question number 7. What you cannot see in your vehicle rear and side view mirrors is said to be in your blind zone. Option C, or you can say that blind spot. Next one, question 8. If a traffic signal changes while a pedestrian is still on the street, which of the following has the right of the way? The right of the way was given to pedestrians. Option D. Question 9. On a roadway where traffic is moving in both directions, in what position you need to make left turn? You need to take left turn immediately to the right of the center line of the roadway. Next one, question number 10. You must report a crash to the police if it involves physical injury, an out of province vehicle, or an impaired driver. Any of these options. Next one, question number 11. When on street designed for two-way traffic, if you hear the siren of the emergency vehicle, what does the law require you to do? The correct answer is pull to the right as far as possible and then stop. Next one, question 12. Which of the following has the right of way over all others at an intersection when the light is green? The correct answer is pedestrians crossing with the light. Next one, question number 13. When entering a freeway, you should. The correct answer is signal and increase your speed to merge smoothly with traffic. Option D. Next one, question 14. A red signal light with the green arrow is shown at an intersection indicates that. The correct answer is proceed with caution in the direction of arrow. Next one, question number 15. A flashing green light at an intersection where turns to the left and right are permitted indicates that you may turn to the right if the way is clear. And next one is you may proceed straight through if the way is clear. Option A, B and C are correct. Option A, B and C, these three are correct options. Next question, question 16. If you do not have your driver license and vehicle registration when they are requested by the police, you must produce them within the maximum time of 48 hours. And SGI driving test number 5 is also completed. So we go to this Saskatchewan state, and here now we need to select SGI practice test number 6. Let's start SGI practice test number 6. And our first question of this quiz is, in what lane of traffic should you drive when you intend to make a right-hand turn? The correct answer is close to the right side of the roadway. Next one, question number 2. Before moving from a park position, the correct answer is always signal and check for the traffic pulling out only when it is safe to do so. Option B. Next question, question number 3. The best way to stop quickly on a wet or a icy roadway is to brake if wheel lock, then release pressure until you come to the stop. Option C. Next one, question number 4. When a right turn against a red signal light is permitted, what does the law require you to do before entering the intersection and before making a turn? The correct answer is option D. Next question, question number 5. Pedestrians have the right of way at both marked and unmarked crosswalks. The correct answer is true. Pedestrians have this right. Next one, question number 6. In what position on a roadway must you be before making a left turn from a one-way traffic street? The correct answer is close to the left side of the roadway. Question 7. When may you lend your driver license? The correct answer is never. You never lend your driver license. Next one. Question 8. If a tire blows out, take your foot off the gas pedal to slow down and steer the vehicle firmly in the direction you want to go. Option C correct here. Next question. Question number 9. When parking facing downhill, then turn your front wheel towards the curb or right shoulder. Option D correct here. Next one, and our next question is, during poor weather conditions such as rain, snow, smoke, use your headlights on. The correct answer is use your headlights on low beams. Option D. Next question. Question number 11. A solid line at the left of your lane means it is unsafe to pass. Option A. Next question. On approaching an intersection where a traffic signal light is red and a policeman mentions you to go through, then you should obey the policeman's signal and then proceed. Option C correct here. Next question. 13 number question is, when entering a freeway, the correct answer is option D. You should signal and increase your speed to merge smoothly with traffic. Next question. Question number 14. The most important part of driving a curve or a corner is to completely stop before you get to it. Option B correct here. Okay, correct this one. By mistake, we have selected the wrong answer. Our correct answer is slow down before you get to it. Option C correct here. Next and the last question of this quiz. A flashing red beacon above an intersection means you must come to the complete stop, move through an intersection only when it is safe to do so. Option B correct here. And here we are going to end this SGI practice test number 6. Okay, let's start SGI practice test number 7. Let's start the quiz. And our question number 1 of SGI practice number 7 is, when deciding to make a U-turn, your first consideration should be to check. You need to check traffic regulations. Option A correct here. Next question. Question 2. When you approach an intersection on a main road and the intersection is blocked with traffic, then in this case you need to stop before entering the intersection and wait until the traffic ahead moves. Next. Question 3. What must a driver do before entering a highway from a private road or a driveway? The correct answer is option A. Next one, question number 4. What should you do when a car is stopped at a marked crosswalk to allow a pedestrians to cross? The correct answer is, do not pass any vehicle within 30 meters of pedestrians crosswalk. Next question, question number 5. If the signal light changes from green to amber as you approach an intersection, what should you do? You need to stop. If stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. Option C correct here. Next one, question number 6. If two vehicles arrive at an uncontrolled intersection at approximately the same time, the right of way should be given to vehicle approaching from the right. Option C. Next one. Question number 7. It is more dangerous to drive at the maximum speed limit at night than during daytime because you cannot see as far ahead even with headlights on. Option D. Next one. Question number 8. You should use low beam headlights when driving a vehicle at night when meeting or following another vehicle. Option D. Next one, question number 9. A broken line at the left of your lane means broken line left side means you may pass if the way is clear. Option C. Next one, question 10. The safest place in a car to position any infant or a children restraint system is in do not turn on headlights. Option C. Next one, question 11. The hand and arm signal for slowing or stopping is indicated by arm out and arm down. Option D. Next one, question 12. When it is safe to do so, passing another vehicle on a right side is permitted when the street or a highway has 2 or more lanes for traffic in the direction you are traveling. Option D. Next one, question 13. Hydroplaning can cause your vehicle to skid. The term hydroplaning means Okay, hydroplaning means your tires ride on top of the water. Option C. Next one, question 14. Upon approaching a yield sign, what does the law require you to do? The law requires you from to slow down, to stop if necessary, and go only when the way is clear. Option D correct here. Next one, question 15. Unless you want to turn left or pass another vehicle, you should keep to the right of the road or in the right hand lane or multi-lane road. Option D. And guys, SGI driving test number 7 is also completed. So we go to the Saskatchewan state, and this time we select Saskatchewan test number 8. And let's start practice test number 8. Our first question of SGI practice test number 8 is road test failure may occurs from any or all the other answers mentioned. Option A. Next one, question number 2. Vehicle equipped with ABS should provide control braking or slippery surfaces automatically. The answer is true. Yes, it provides slippery surfaces automatically. Next one, question 3. What should you do if you feel drowsy while driving? You need to stop for a short rest in a safe area. Next one, question 4. If a front tire goes flat, your vehicle will put strongly to the side that has the flat tire. Option D. Next one, question 5. Coming to the complete stop at an intersection is required, but where do you stop if there is no stop line, crosswalk or a sidewalk? Stop at the edge of the intersection. Option A correct here. Next one, question 6. Wearing a seat belt in a collision can decrease your chance of being injured or being killed. Option A. Next one, question 7. What should you do when exiting a freeway? The correct answer is option A. Signal, move into deceleration line, reduce speed gradually, and obey exit signs. Next one, question number 8. The accessible parking permit. The correct answer is option D. Next one, question number 9. Why must you use signal when turning? You need to send out an alert for your intention, to notify the other driver of your intention, to advise pedestrians of what you want to do. Option B, C, and D, these all are correct. Next one, question 10. What should you do if you become stranded in snow? The correct answer is you need to run the engine as needed to keep the interior of the vehicle as warm as possible. Option C correct here. Next one, question 11. What is meant by overriding your headlights? It means you go so fast that your stopping distance is farther than you see with your headlights. Option A correct here. Next one, question number 12. What is the safest action to take when your vehicle drives over black ice? The correct answer is option C. You need to remain calm and remove your foot off the accelerator and steer in the direction you want to go. Option C. Next one, question number 13. Winter traction is affected by slippery conditions. In winter, drivers should drive same as during summer conditions. Option A. Next one, question number 14. When a police officer signals you to pull over, then you must pull over as far to the right as you safely can and come to the complete stop. Next one, the last question of this quiz. If there are continuity lines to the right of your vehicle in the lane you are present in, what must you need to do? You don't need to required to do anything unless you want to exit. Your lane is unaffected. Option B correct here. And this last quiz of Saskatchewan state is also completed. We will meet you in our next video with new quizzes of some other states. Till that, goodbye.